the cow of the madman. Even dying of hunger, the unreasonable herbivore will not reach for meat. Such is the strict principle enshrined in its constitution, keeping it from degeneration and death. It is different as to the reasonable man. Besides his conscience, he also has oral and written traditions and recommendations to remind him what honorable and safe life constitutes. However, he behaves like a powerful master of the earth. He not only reaches for the bread of the individual, but also for that of entire peoples. Also, he reaches for the lives of living beings. Killing animals seems easy and effortless, but before consuming them, man can milk them, shear them, ride them, or take their children and eggs. But this is not yet the top of his accomplishments. Not out of care and love for his cow, but in order to sell it for more profit and fatten it up faster, the man decided to sidestep its natural constitution. He succeeded to deceive it as he deftly mixed cow plant food with remnants of tissues from slaughtered animals with the same fate. The miscalculation of enterprising farmers turns innocent, gentle animals into creatures with distorted behavior, aggressive and deadly contagious. But this does not bring the reasonable man to reason. He labeled this fatal disease as mad cow and revealed those responsible for its occurrence, abnormal, rogue proteins eating away holes in the brains of cattle, thus ruining their central nervous system. After all, the cow turned out to be crazy and the proteins abnormal and dishonest. Only the man remained normal and innocent, loyal and reasonable, upright and decent. And he calmly continued in the same direction of profiting, but now with a charitable intention. The growing human population on the earth has to be nourished somehow without disturbing the multiple billionaire. The growing human population on the earth has to be nourished somehow without disturbing the multiplying billionaires, doesn't it? In this way, the man resolved to amend the essence not only of domestic livestock, but also the plants. He began to enrich the soil from which they feed, fertilizing it with flour from dried blood and waste from slaughterhouses. Again, such a mixture. As if human blood and corpses on the battlefields in our history have been insufficient. But this time, in order to neutralize the danger of the mortal human race getting the same fate as their cow, the reasonable man has learned how to outsmart the law by heat treating the mixture. This game of gods does not end with the manipulation of food for plants and animals. The 21st century started with the growing, entering the genetically modified foods and products for us and our children. In contrast to the coerced innocent animals and plants, progressive multi-man violates his internal constitution as well as that of plants and animals completely voluntarily, knowingly, and with ease. The majority support the chosen direction, but those who listen to the voice of their conscience are disappearing. Conscience? Perhaps the word is about that unspecified, disputed, threadbare, and outdated concept. But which of the hypersensitive modern technical devices was able to register its existence? More and more obvious and severe lesions to the flesh of our unnatural civilization are precisely the result of the betrayal of human conscience. Conscience is an instinct, knowledge about the principles that underlie life, build it, and guarantee its existence, quality, and power. It's the factor that welds the brains of thinking beings so that they can be normal. Conscience is a wise premonition of the terrible consequences of the violation of the fundamental principles on which life was founded. Conscience has been the only barrier to the realization of a genetically modified human being.